Emotional intelligence is a person's ability to manage and effectively use their own emotions to stay in the moment during times of complexity and stress. One of the ways that EI evolved was taking a look at some of the modern research that was going on with magnetic resonant imaging, or MRIs, where they discovered that the thinking part of the brain that we used to think reacted first during times of crisis or stress was not actually the thing that responded first. It was the amygdala, or the triage center of the brain, that acted first, which was the part of emotional learning and emotional memory. And because of that, we started to realize that if the amygdala starts to work first, then our feelings work before thought. It actually focuses on people's emotions and the ability to manage those emotions. And we're not talking about feelings, but we're talking about the emotions that drive behavior. Like when you get so mad you can't think straight, those types of situations. You know, being able to step back and regroup and then re-emerge more powerfully than before. People want to know how to do that instead of waiting 20 minutes later saying, oh, I should have said this, I should have done that. To be able to step back and engage right there and the then and now more powerfully than before. There's some things that the brain does that you may not know about that causes that to happen, that causes us to go into those auto default mechanisms. So we're going to talk about how do we stop the brain from doing that. Emotional intelligence helps companies implement change because, number one, most people don't like change. And we're born with two fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Every other fear we have is a learned fear. When it comes to change, people have the fear of the unknown. Emotional intelligence helps people to understand and control those emotions. Emotional intelligence is being taught on a global basis, and I've had the opportunity to teach it on 4 different continents. Because what we've found out is that people don't leave companies, people leave people. So when you have people who are not having a good relationship with their boss or with their peers, will leave a company. And so one of the things about emotional intelligence, it teaches leaders how to develop and maintain strong relationships which provide long-term motivation. The key thing about emotional intelligence is that people can put it into practice and make a difference in their leadership style almost immediately.